This is Real Dilemma Podcast with Regina and Dorcas.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Dilemmas Podcast. My name is Dorcas.
And I'm Regina.
How you guys doing? Hope you've been well. Hope you liked and commented on our previous videos.
Yes, our catch-up video, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our catch-up video. So on today's episode, not to just dive straight into it, we're going to talk about friendships. But I saw this video.
So is this a part 2? Because we've spoken about friendships before.
Yeah, we have, but this is more like, the other one had to do with like boundaries in friendships.
Okay.
So this is more about, living longer by having good friends and quality friends.
Oh, that's nice.
How having good friends and quality friends can impact the quality of life that you have.
Guys, you didn't tell me what we're talking about, by the way. That's why I'm a bit like...
So I'm going to play this so you guys can listen.
For all of us, the longest running study on happiness was conducted by Harvard, and they found that the number one thing that influences your overall life satisfaction and well-being is the quality of your relationships. And when I see all this research around how our connections have a direct impact on our physical, mental, and emotional health, I hope that creates urgency in people. The same way you're making resolutions for like your diet and exercise, that's all well and good. The research finds that having strong social support, that has more of an impact on your longevity than what you eat or how often you exercise.
Wow.
Yet a lot of us, our resolutions are not relational. They have nothing to do with people. So to learn that people is the number one thing, I think a lot of us need to get to the business of figuring out how can I create more quality connections in my life? Because not to be dramatic, it really is a matter of life or death and happiness.
Wow.
So she said something about resolution that I want to touch on real quick. You know how we're making our New Year's resolution and talking about our goals?
Yeah.
We said nothing about quality friendships or making, being intentional with friendships.
I mean, I mentioned that 2025 was my year of being intentional. Remember I said it in my last
you
video,
did.
right?
Yes.
And it covers all for me.
Okay.
So actually, funny enough, friendship was one of the top. So for me, it would be like my physical health, and then my physical health, my family, my kids, my children, and then my relationships with the people that I call friends. So that's actually where I was going when I was talking about being intentional
with friendships.
Yeah, it was actually on there, but I just didn't say it.
Yeah, took you long to catch on. Because I feel like for me, I've always been Regina. I've told you this before. With your friendships, she has. That's where we're going with this.
Okay, let's go.
She has friends, and she has. You have different friendship circles.
Yes,
she does,
and I still stand by it till today,
which is cool.
Okay,
it's good to have different friends for different reasons.
Yeah.
I feel like I personally. Do I have friends for different reasons? Probably, yes.
Yeah,
everybody does.
Have a friendship circle.
But I have just one friendship circle.
Yeah, you just have one circle.
Yes, I have one circle. So I'm not in like different circles.
Yeah.
Like you are.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I feel like because I'm very... is this English correct? I want to say I'm very multifaceted. Is that a good?
Yeah, it's a correct...
My hands are in different things as a person. For example, growing up, I used to sing. I still sing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in my singing, I had a band that I was with growing up. So we're called Y for Y, Youth for Yahweh. So that was when I was growing up. And then I had the main mass choir that I used to sing in for RCCG back in Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
So I sing there.
Okay.
And then I had like the friends from school, my secondary school at that point. So the people that are in my group, my Y for Y group, are not the same people in the mass choir.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. And then even as an adult, that has translated now for me because I do makeup. I run a business. I work in care. I do so many different things, and I meet different people. So I'm not going to say, obviously, I'm not saying I'm friends with every single person, but I do build relationships in those different little
groups.
That's why I always go back to, I have a core friendship group. Do you get what I mean?
Okay, I think,
but I have relationships in different areas of my life.
I think the confusion for me is the word friendship or friends and acquaintances.
Mhm.
So I feel like for me, just like you, I have different people in different groups,
Mhm.
but I don't necessarily call them friends. I feel like they're people I know. I feel like they're acquaintances, and even I am probably an acquaintance to them because we probably don't speak. We've
Yeah.
probably not spoken in some of them in
Mhm.
anybody I've not spoken to in 5 years.
Yeah.
You can't. You're not my friend.
So I think what I've come to understand here over the last couple of months with knowing you.
Okay.
So I think for me, I just used to use the word friends because
Loosely.
my idea of a friend is once we are friendly and we're no, I won't use that word friendly because that's what it is now.
Yeah, keep
I'm
talking.
friendly with people, right? What's
Go
happening?
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm friendly with people now. But anyway, I'll go back to what I was saying. I used to use that word. I call people my friend because once we kiki together once in a while, once, twice, 3 times. I see you.
Can I be honest? I have a confession.
What?
So this is my confession. So when I first met you,
Okay.
because for me, like all through last year, not just last year, for like a couple of years now, I've been very intentional with my friendships and people that I actually call friends. So when I meet a person and maybe we're talking and stuff and it looks like we're going to be friends, right? Sometimes I check their friends. I check the people they have around them.
Yeah.
And that also plays a factor on if I make you a friend or not.
Yeah. True.
I check the people in your life. I consider how you talk about those people. I consider different things that I'm not going to go into right now, but I check those things. I'm like, would I want that person in my corner? Because I might now see you as a friend, but you will see me as every other friend. And when I see you as a friend, I see you as a friend for life. Like,
So, yeah.
do you get, like,
Yeah.
I know I'll be intentional when it comes to things that has to do with you or like your family and stuff like that. So when I now see that this person, I'm not saying it's you.
Yeah,
When I see that,
like saying-
I'm not saying it's you. So when I see that a person has like too many friends, I feel like if you have too many friends, you are not really a friend to all of them.
So are you seeing it as this person having too many friends, or are you seeing it as this person just has a lot of people around them? Because for me,
so now it
that's
depends
my
on how the
case.
person.
Some people, sorry to cut you, some people see it as, Regina, you have a lot of friends. But in actual fact, I don't. I know a lot of people.
Okay.
So that's the difference.
Yes.
And it still stems back to my walk of life.
Which is understandable.
Do you get what I mean? One thing about me is I'm a people's person. And relationship is very key for me. Just
Relationship,
like what
yeah.
saying. And one thing I always say is I don't burn bridges because I feel like there's some point that our paths might need to cross. Do you get what I mean? So I'm very intentional in not, obviously if it needs to be done, it will be done. But there are certain things that I will not take too deep because of what I stand to gain or lose.
Okay, so you know burning bridges, does that mean that you wouldn't, not saying cut people off, but does that mean that you wouldn't end the friendship, not cut them off per se, that sounds, but like keep your distance?
Okay, that's different. That's so when
just because you don't want to burn the bridge.
No, when I say I don't burn bridges, I don't hate on people.
No, of course not.
I don't know. There are people out there that once they are beefing with them, they hate you. Like, no, I don't do things like that.
No, I'm coming from a place of this is not beef. This is not anything. We've grown apart.
Yeah, that's
for
different.
Instance. Yeah.
But to me, that's still not burning bridges.
That's not burning a bridge. No, that's not burning a bridge.
We can still kick it together.
Yeah.
But I'm talking more of people that are like, because of a beef. Mostly burning bridges stems from beef.
Oh.
Growing apart is completely different from burning a bridge. Burning a bridge is we've had an issue, we've had a fight. That's the end, cut off. I don't do that because, to be honest, I never let things get to that point anyway. Before it gets to that point, it's either one or two things I've withdrawn from you that it has not gotten to a point of us even clashing. I would just naturally grow apart from you. Do you get what I mean? So we don't get to that point of clashing.
Do you feel like, not to cut you short, but do you feel like when you grow apart from somebody and you guys haven't spoken for years, for instance, But you guys, when you guys were speaking, you guys were really cool.
Yeah.
And then, say 5-6 years have passed, would you still call that person a friend?
No. Someone I
Okay.
once knew.
Exactly. Okay.
Someone I was once close
On
to.
same
There's
page,
always
yeah.
a word for him.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't call it. No, it's always, even when I speak to her, I'll say, oh, yeah, we used to talk. We used to.
Yeah, we
It's
used
always
to. Yeah, because there's
But not
people who
anymore.
call, they'll be like, oh, I've had this friend for 20 years. 20 years, you haven't spoken to that person in probably
No,
10 years out of the 20 years. That person has made new friends, new connections.
No, that one I would
Evolved.
call
The
that
person has
I have people like
changed.
that in my life, even at the moment that
Yeah.
we're not so close. We used to be very close, but we're not anymore. But I don't call that person. I won't call them a friend. I'll call them someone that if someone that used to be a friend, or someone that I went to school with, or something along that line.
Do you know? I feel like okay. I feel like probably our age has something to do with it. I feel like the older we get, the more we just start to define things.
Facts, yes, yeah.
I'm getting older. I'm defining my friendships.
Same.
If I haven't spoken to you in 6 years, I don't know where you've been in 6 years. We cannot be as cool as we used to be.
We should. There's no even. We're not going.
There are some people who come back and you pick it up, but we have to pick it up
and work
and then key together and work our way to where we used to be. Otherwise, because I don't know where you've been in 6 years.
I agree with that. To be fair, the thing with me is I'm very plain and simple.
Okay.
Like so plain and simple that we can even beef tomorrow and I see you the next day, and the moment I see that, okay, you're receptive and you're smart, I forget, say we don't fight.
Yeah.
Do you get? That's how simple I am. That's why certain friendships for me didn't work out, because of high expectations and too much that people expect in friendships that have not gotten to that level yet.
Not to put you on the spot, but
yeah. You say that, you say that, and then you
put you on the spot.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so just to put you on the spot, right? Are you ready to sit on the spot?
As long as it's not hot.
What's your first impression about me? Let's give our first impressions about each other. This is a friendship episode.
To be honest,
what's your first impression about me?
I didn't really have one.
Okay.
I didn't have one because of the setting when we met.
How did you? Oh, okay.
We were flexing. So to be honest, if I was to say,
wait, but did we meet again in a calmer setting?
We didn't.
So our first sit down was at that dessert place.
Yeah.
When we're talking about the podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, the way our own friendship even started, I don't understand, to be honest. And I say friendship now because we've actually built a friendship.
Yes.
We've been intentional about building that friendship. But when I first met you, I didn't have any. So imagine now, I met you that day through B, right?
Yes.
And then maybe another day we meet in a different setting. Maybe I like KLN. Oh no, let's not. Okay, yeah, maybe I like KLN or somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh hi, Douglas, I met you the other day, and we kiki and we chat.
Yeah.
You're still not my friend at that point, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But someone from the outside looking in will probably, Regina, who is this one again?
Unless of course you introduce me to the person as, meet my friend.
No. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But there's some people that, and then maybe I see you again, someone, and I'm kicking with you again. One thing I notice is when people see you constantly with the same person or set of people, they automatically think you guys are friends.
True.
So then it's like them putting that thing on you that Regina is friends with this person, friends with that person. Whereas it's not the case.
I think,
but to be honest, I don't.
I think I'll give you credit, to be fair, because not everybody has that good vibe, that good energy. That when you meet somebody for the first time, you get along so well that people will see you and think you guys
have been
friends forever. That's the kind of person you are.
Yeah,
you're very social. Is it sociable?
Sociable.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
It's a word,
Very
but is it a good?
social.
You're very social.
Yeah,
you're very social. You know how to carry conversations. So I'm giving you flowers now. Take it. You know how to carry conversations. You're good vibes. Because the first time I met you,
what was your impression actually?
I think I just like the vibe, really. Yeah, I just like the vibe. Like you got along with everybody on the table, like you had known us for years. Yeah. You know, we were dancing, we were having a nice time. Because, it was cool.
Sorry to cut you. Going back to what this lady was saying, for me, we need to start valuing people. And that's just how it is. And it annoys me so much when things happen, I'm like, if only you know my value in your life. or the value of me in your life.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Mm.
we need to start appreciating people and valuing people. I can't stand when I go somewhere and everybody's nose is in the air, or like we're out for a purpose.
I mean, yeah, people do that for different reasons. They might be going through stuff, but
yeah,
then again, if you walk into a place and everybody's carrying nose, for instance, and everybody there are friends, are supposedly friends, and they are doing that, then that's rubbish. Me, I will walk out.
Yeah,
like the vibe will be so dead that I'll be like, okay, I have better places to be.
person,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly. So we just, I feel like I agree with you. We need to be more intentional with our friendships, building quality friendships, like this lady said, because it is so important to your mental health, your happiness. Life is really a life or death situation. Imagine you have terrible friends around you. You don't have a good support system. You're always sad, and then you don't have friends to uplift you because you've not been intentional with your friends.
No, it's very key. And that's very, it's on my list actually this year. I'm gonna be like, y'all think I'm not gonna change who I am, but it's gonna be evident that, okay,
this is what it
is. Because for me, even like you mentioned, your mental health, your all these other things, I feel even for me, we're trying to build a village.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always saying this thing, like, it's a conversation I've had with my husband. We want to have a tribe, a village that if I'm not here and my kids, if I'm not here tomorrow, I can beat my chest that my kids are good when they're with Auntie Dorcas or when they are with Uncle this or Auntie that. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's deep. I've not thought about it from that really angle before.
And one thing, like when I came into your house on your birthday and your daughter, I keep telling you what your daughter was like, hi, Auntie Regina. It really just melted my heart. Like, I was like, oh my God, my baby. Now I'm responsible for you. But that's the kind of friendship I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
That my kids know that this is this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I feel like people should really be intentional with their friendships. If you have a group of people around you that are not supportive, don't beat yourself over it. Go find your tribe.
Yeah.
Go find your tribe. You never know. You might meet them in the club. Where did I meet you? Where did I meet you?
No, we met in the lounge.
In the lounge.
What's the difference?
Well, this is not. It's the same thing. It's like a club / lounge.
No, it's a lounge. We're just chilling.
Okay. It's a lounge. We met in a lounge. But yeah, try to be intentional with your friendships. It's really, really important.
And to be
life already is hard enough as is. Imagine now having terrible friends around you.
And that's I was gonna say something. I don't know if people agree or not, but I feel like as adults, right, like where we are right now, I feel like we also should be open. I know there's this controversy with no new friends and this and that, but I don't necessarily agree with it. I mean, if you're in a solid, good friendship and stuff, I know you come here. I don't agree with it, honestly, because you just don't know where life will take you. I always see it as that. And I feel like sometimes some people will show you shaggy. But because of this whole no new friends, then
you don't have friends.
You'll be stuck on your ones.
I'm thinking about it because I don't know how I feel. Because I always say that I feel like my circle is...
No, if your circle is tight, that's great. Right? But I still feel like you shouldn't be closed-minded.
No, I'm not closed-minded to making new friends. But I'm not going out of my way.
No,
I'm not going out of my way to make friends with people now. I feel like I'm older. I don't have energy. I don't even have the time. It's how I feel. But if I meet somebody who by chance has good vibes, is authentic, is not down for drama, is not down for bull.
So what
I feel like I would be open. Things to look out for?
Yeah.
In a friendship.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So what are you looking out for when you meet someone?
For me, first of all, vibes. I feel like we need to have something. You need to be on my wavelength to an extent. And I feel like I can tell by just meeting you and having conversations. So if I'm having a conversation, I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'm having a conversation with you, I would not know everything about you, but have an idea of how you think. how you think about life. If you don't see life the way I see life, there's no way, there's no point.
You get that from when people are speaking.
Yeah, from when they're speaking, you can tell their views on certain things.
Yeah,
you might be in a gathering with people and then you guys are talking about a topic and then people are giving their opinions. There are certain people who will give opinions on that table that you know that you can never be friends with. Do you get? So true. I'm looking out for that when I'm trying to be friends with someone. And then how they speak about their family and their friends is very important. So if you're always talking negative about people, your family, your friends, tomorrow you talk negative about me. Yes. I'm not staying for that.
Yes, true.
I'm definitely not staying for that. And I think that's why when it comes to like self-care, we're talking about self-care on one of our previous episodes. We said something about investing in yourself, trying to make sure you have value and you like people would want you in their life if they feel like you have value to add to their life. So for instance, if I'm meeting somebody, that's not me being greedy. If I want someone who I'm meeting to have some sort of value.
So that's a
yeah,
big one for me,
because
actually.
I feel like I'm investing in myself as I am to make sure that I am. You might need something, and I might be that go-to person, and you just having me in your corner is a win for you. So I also want somebody who, if I need something, I can say, "Babe, how far?" Do you get
everything you've said about what you look out for? That for me, plus this one is very important, right? In this my adult age, I'm looking for people or friendships that we are winning together.
Facts.
We have to be on the that wavelength.
What facts?
You have to be motivated. You have to have goals. You have to have dreams.
True.
Especially as women. Like if I'm meeting a woman and I'm seeing that you don't really have much of, well, you don't have to be there yet, but I can see that, okay,
it's something you want.
Yeah, and you're maybe even actively working towards it or starting to work towards. I need to see that drive because there's nothing wrong in being selfish.
True.
This life, I believe, is all about give and take. Marriage is give and take.
Everything is
give and take.
Yeah.
So in my friendship, what can I get from? Some people might think, I don't know if it's controversial, but what can I get from you? What can I learn from you as a friend? Do you get what I mean?
Sometimes
what are you?
I don't think it's controversial because
I hope so.
No, I don't think it's controversial because you might not be actively thinking about what you can get from somebody, but subconsciously you want somebody that has something to offer. It might not be money, because nobody has money. We're all broke. Right now, we're all broke. We'll make money soon. Exactly. It might not be money. Sometimes it's just advice. Sometimes it's just somebody that listens. If you have a friend, you want a friend that, or you don't have anybody that listens to you, for instance, and you are somebody who likes to rant. Just ranting gets things off your chest, and you have only one friend, and that friend does not listen. What's that friend for?
Exactly.
The friend, like you're like, I'm ranting to you, like I have issues, and I call you, and I'm like, and then I'm talking about myself, and then you're like, hey, so you take it back to yourself all the time.
It's like, what?
No.
Exactly. Like for us now, for example, one thing I can say is that you've motivated me. See this thing that we're doing? If Dorcas wasn't here, I ain't gonna be doing it. And I'm not capping. Like, really? Do you know, like, sometimes I feel bad when you're having to, like, wake up early, sleep late because she's editing and trying to post, make sure post is up. Trust me, she motivated me. I've always said it that I've always wanted to do content with all these gadgets. You know now, with all the gadgets.
I think it was just easy for me with you because when we got talking, I realized that we have so much in common. So, like with the makeup, everything, I was like, wait, you are me in another body. So, why are we not doing it together? Like, do you get? So, it was just easy.
Exactly. And then things like she said, having someone that you can just ring and just rant to. Every time I'll just call Dorcas. Sometimes I'll say, who should I call now? Let me call Dorcas. Because you have that person. These are the people in your corner.
I feel like, I feel like people who would think that this is controversial are people who are probably younger. I feel like also age has something to do with it. The older we get, the more we streamline things that we're looking out for in friends. And so it comes up as you're being selfish, but no, you've lived a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have that time
I don't have time to be wasting.
Exactly.
To be
So
fair, it's like dating, for example, in your 18, 19, 20s.
Yeah,
you're still flexing.
What's it called?
You have,
checklist? No.
When you're it's a checklist.
Is it a checklist? Like your checklist for what you want in a guy.
Your spec.
Your spec. Thank you.
Your spec. What you want in a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be tall.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
He needs to have money, come with a Range Rover and a G-Wagon.
The older you get, it starts to dwindle down.
He's coming on.
It starts to dwindle down. You start to focus on what's really important. Exactly. And that's how we should be in friendships.
And it's okay. It's absolutely okay. It doesn't necessarily mean you're settling, because that's the word they tend to use, that, oh my God, you're settling. I mean, I ain't got time to waste time. I got to get what I need to get.
True. No one really wants to die and not be fulfilled or satisfied in their friendships or life generally. And if friendships and being intentional is part of it, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
But I mean, I still don't do what do you call this thing? Circle.
Circle. Oh yeah. So we're going to speak about circle. Please go.
I mean, there's not much to speak about. So I've said it before.
You don't do friendship circle.
Yeah.
So what would you consider a friendship circle? Like how many people in that circle?
Excuse me. I don't necessarily think it's even about the numbers. I think it's the fact that all of you. So, for example, let's say there's like 8 of you or 10 of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 too much
in a circle.
Yeah,
that's a group of. that's a party.
What, in there?
That's a party. That's a group of. That's a lot of people.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me choking up.
That's a lot of people. 10 people. What am I doing with 10 friends at once?
Yeah, but you know that Bling Empire. There's anyway. We'll talk about that. Okay, let's just say.
So let's take it to Bling Empire before we come back to friendship.
Okay, so guys, there's a show called I think it should be called Bling Empire. Oh no, not Bling Empire. Dubai Bling.
Oh, is that what it's called now? I thought it was Bling Empire initially.
Bling Empire is different. I don't know.
Yeah, but the one with the one in the is it South Middle East?
It's in Dubai.
They shoot,
they shoot in Dubai. There's like a group of them, a friendship circle. There's like
there are too many for me, Sha. Yeah,
that's why I said 10, because I was thinking about them.
Okay.
And I think it's season 2 or 3 that's out now. I've watched it. Well, I've watched some of it. No, I've watched the whole thing actually. I've been watched it.
Really?
You know,
I haven't watched it.
All these weird shows, but anyway, and they have a friendship. They're all in friendship groups, right? They're friendship group, and there's a lot of them. And when I was watching it, I was just saying to myself, "Oh, this is why I don't do friendship circle or group or whatever, because there's just so much drama. Because they all know each other, and that's what I realized, and that's why I can't do it, and that's why the way I am pays me, and pays my mental health, and it pays my sanity.
I feel like I can.
You can, and you probably won't be the one they'll be coming to.
I feel like I can.
All the issues, because the problem with these circles that some people will be closer to some.
That's how it is. There'll be sub-circles in the main circle.
I can't do it.
So, are you like a one-on-one friend type of person?
Yeah. I can have like maybe a circle of 3 or 2, or for example, I mean, me, you and B now. It's cute. It's cute. It's nice. It's everyone knows what's up. You know, there's no need for any extra activity.
True.
But when it's getting to like a circle, maybe you all went to secondary school together, or you all went to uni together, and you all come out.
It can be.
It's tough.
It can be tough.
So I can't do it, because I know there's going to be a lot of issues in that circle.
Of course. I mean, it's different personalities. Yeah. Different personalities coming together, and then when you're hanging out, gossips and stuff.
Yeah, I can't.
I feel like a group of 10 is too much. I feel like 3, 4.
It's alright.
3,
like
4?
you all know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it, because I can't even go and gossip to, for example, my friend now. I can't go and meet that one in Canada and gossip about the one in Ireland, because it's not gonna bang.
So no, I've had that circle of not 10. 3 before.
Okay.
But how it worked is, if one person gossips to this person about that person,
you come and tell. Wait, was that a rule?
It wasn't necessarily a rule, but that was what we did. We just knew to do that. So if I'm upset with you, for instance, let's say me, you, and B, for instance, if I'm upset with you,
You go and meet B.
I'll go and meet B and I'll vent to B. And then B will call you, see, oh, she's upset, or you did this, you did that.
Oh, that's cute.
And then B most likely would sort of like diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
And then you will now come
it
back
should
and
be.
say, why you not tell me say it affects?
Yeah, but
Why
that's
didn't you
not
tell me? Why are you?
gossiping. That's you just venting about talking to her because we're all in a circle. The one I don't
And then
like,
even with gossiping, I can gossip about, for instance, B to you. And then same me will call B and say, I've gossiped about you
yeah, but I think
to
you're
this
using
person.
that word gossip. I feel it's different because if it's something that you can say in
To
front
the
of
person,
that
it's not gossip.
It's not gossip.
Okay then.
I think gossip is when it's very malicious. It comes from a place of not hate, but a place of yuckiness.
And then that gossiping about a friend is not. You shouldn't gossip about a friend.
So that's what I mean. So I don't think it's gossiping in that sense. I think it's just you. If I piss you off and you go tell B, you telling B like, "Oh my, this get vexed." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
B coming to that. That's all right. That's healthy. That's all right.
Yeah.
But when it's not healthy and it's like you're bitching about me, you can't say it to my face, and then maybe B is kicking with you about it, and then you guys see me tomorrow, and that's so too much. We shouldn't be doing that anymore, guys.
Not in a friendship.
Do you know I forgot there was a camera there?
Not in a friendship. Not in a friendship. No, that shouldn't survive in a friendship. I don't think that's a healthy friendship. And if you have friends like that, I don't think you should be keeping friends like that. Yeah. Friends that are bitching about you. Yo, guys, I keep saying the older I get, like I'm 150-year-old person.
Because you just turned a year plus now.
Yeah.
Year what again?
That year plus. Am I not sure older than you?
That
year plus.
Wow.
Whether it's by months.
Don't worry now. One minute is coming.
Wait, okay, it's just 2 months.
Yeah, but you're older than me with a year.
A year. I knew it was. I knew you were a baby.
Down.
I knew you were a child.
No problem, I accept.
I feel like if people are keeping friends like that, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't have energy to keep friends like that. I don't want friends like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think we should do away 2025. Let's do away with rubbish friendships.
Rubbish for real.
For friendships that are not feeding you, that are not feeding you in every aspect. You know, you need a friend that would, if you're going through a tough time, you can call them and say, "Guy, pray for me. This is what's happening with my life." You know, and then your friend is like, "Oh yeah, let's pray." Like that's what I need. A circle that is like, "Oh, let's kabash on this issue."
Yeah, friends that motivate you to be better.
Yeah,
you know, you set goals together.
Like now, I'm going to disturb this one now. Have you done your theory? Have you started reading?
Please don't put pressure on me.
I will pressure
don't
you.
Don't put pressure on me with that thing. Please don't.
I will pressure you.
My plan is to do something every month towards it. So,
but
February is off. I can't do anything in February because I'm turning up in February. Please.
It's just how many days?
It doesn't matter.
February is 28 days.
It doesn't matter. So when I turn up the first week, second week I'll recover.
Wow.
Third week
procrastination. You know they
I procrastinate a lot.
I don't know the exact figures, but apparently I think it's like 9% of people that set New Year resolution. I think they say it's only 9% of us that see it through. I say us because I will see my goals through this year.
Yeah, I'll try.
But yeah, I think they say that because people start off with the year on a high, and then give it like 2 weeks into January. It's like, oh man, I can't keep myself.
I think I can make it to. I usually make it to like the third month. Once it's March, I'm like done for the most part. But if I can achieve a couple of things from January till March, I feel like it's a win.
Like it's good to set smaller goals,
realistic,
goals.
Yeah.
So like for example, me that want to lose weight now, for example, I keep saying this thing, guys. If you see me in June and I'm still the same size, just
wait, but you're not even. You shouldn't be losing weight.
Why? No, I'll lose weight.
No, you shouldn't be. No, really. You've had babies. You cannot be like you were before you had babies.
No, I'm not trying to be that, but I'm trying to be not
maybe
not
like fit.
Yeah, not fit. I just want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I don't want to be fit. I want to burn the fat. One not there, I forgot turkey.
Yeah, that one. Very soon.
What was I even saying? I was saying something now.
I forgot it too.
Oh yeah, setting shorter or smaller
realistic goals. Yeah,
realistic goals. So for example, if you're trying to lose weight, don't just say, oh, I want to lose like 10, 20 kg in 2 months or whatever it is. Just start by, okay, I want to lose 1 kg in 2 weeks or 1 kg in 1 week.
Yeah.
As small as that is, and okay, how you're gonna do it? First, start with maybe okay, I'm gonna cut out fizzy drinks, for example.
That's
You know,
something.
just cut out fizzy drinks for the week. Just do it for 1 week. The next week, because they say so you've cut out fizzy drink this week. Next week, try not to drink it, but cut out something else. Maybe cut out using sugar in your cereal. Or just find all these little
Things,
bits that
yeah. Do you know,
are
I
very
found that, I
realistic.
don't know how true this is, but I found that if you try to be disciplined at something for 21 days, it will gradually become a habit.
Yeah.
So if you can push yourself to do it for the first 21 days, they say 21 days, but I like to say 1 month. If you can push yourself to do it for a month, it will gradually become a habit. Not saying you can't fall back, but you know that for that 1 month, you've stayed away from that thing.
True.
So yeah.
So yeah, we started off this conversation with in friendship, and we've ended up in
in giving advice, be disciplined and lose weight. All right, guys, let's end this episode. If you got to this point,
is that correct? We'll call it an end. God, what is happening?
It's fine.
We're tired.
English is not our first language.
Right.
And we're shooting at night. You
Yes.
guys, after having a long day, we're still making this work.
Yeah, we guys, hold us accountable, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and be very consistent this year. Please, like I always say, send us what you want us to talk about. Yeah. Send us what you want us to talk about. Topics that you want to hear our opinions on.
Mm-hmm.
Engage with us on our social media in the comment section. And yeah.
I'll see you guys in our next episode.
And
You
we
said it
didn't say
all.
Subscribe, did we say that?
Yeah, that's what you just said. Although you didn't say subscribe, you just said it.
Anyway, you get the gist.
They get the gist. They get the gist. So see you guys in our next episode. Love.
Always.
Bye.
Woo!
That didn't go bad.
It's your own.